Good day everyone, my name is Maria Cosandra Cristina Manyoso from 12 STEM section 4 PM, and today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts regarding the spread of fake news today. So, first, what is fake news? Fake news, I know it's divided into two types. First is misinformation and next is disinformation. The difference between those two is that misinformation, let's think of it as a natural human mistake where let's say a person uses the wrong phrase, has a typographical error, or cites information from wrong resources, any natural human mistake, think of it as organic, unintentional feeding of wrong information. Next is disinformation. Disinformation is intentionally feeding the public of false information. Some of them are paid, some of them just want to do it for themselves, but they are purposely doing the act of spreading false information or fake news. Still, both actions provides misleading information to the public. Okay, now let's think of the consequences of fake news. The consequences of fake news is that the first thing that comes to my mind is that it decreases the credibility in media, credibility of relying on information on social medias like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, because those are the sites that are commonly seen being feeding the public with false information. It also decreases the credibility in certain resources, certain report pages. Next, we have I'm thinking of the spread of fake news, the intentional spread of fake news. It decreases the voice of people. It degrades democracy in the way that, in the form of disinformation, there are people who intentionally, purposely feed people false information, like for political gain. They Some of them are hired, some of them volunteer for the advantage of this political figure, and in turn that influences the mind of an ordinary social media user. It influences the mind of the user without them knowing that this is intentional, this is purposely made, this is false information. It influences their mind that, oh, I should be voting this. They're not discovering on their own. They're not being given virgin, pure, unfiltered discoveries. They are being fed lies, literally being fed lies, which is an issue about politics. Besides politics, besides the degradation of democracy, I think yes, the spread of false information regarding science, especially in our time now in this pandemic. Our nation is divided into two parts. Some of them want to be vaccinated, some of them do not want to be vaccinated. Some want to be vaccinated because they want to fight this virus. Next is the other part. I know many people who do not want to be vaccinated. They don't want to be vaccinated because of their anxiety. They are in fear of what may happen if they get vaccinated. I noticed that my relatives, they don't want to be vaccinated. After showing me this article from social media, let's say Facebook, someone died of Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Someone had very severe side effects from AstraZeneca or Pfizer's, anything. What scares them the most is casualties, death. And in turn, this makes them not want to be vaccinated. This is where some of these are fake news, for false information. They they're influencing a user's mind to join the movement of anti-vaccination, the anti-vaccination movement. This affects our nation. We're not being like, this results in us not being the same as China, where most of them, they have billions of population. They have billions in their population, and most of them are vaccinated. Ano, past 50% of their population are vaccinated. I think it was 60, 70. It's high, and they have a billions of number in their population. But us, we're scared of what may happen if we get vaccinated. Shouldn't it be the opposite? Sure, it's reasonable to be scared, but there's still a factor where false news, fake information, influences, affects it. It makes an impact on the mind of a person. Just like the second reason, no real voice, no virgin discovery, no own discovery. Now, examples of fake news. Examples of fake news. Firstly, it's like what I mentioned earlier. Fake news, disinformation that is done intentionally. Intentionally done for political gain. I read somewhere in an article saying that during the year of 2016, the election year for president, that was the election year for Duterte, if I'm not mistaken. That was also the year where Donald Trump was reigned, given the throne of being president. They were harsh. There were heavy allegations saying that there were fake election news throughout social media, and statistics saw that there was high participants, there was high activity made in the sharing of fake news about the election in America. And they were, even I'm thinking that this was what helped Donald Trump win the election. I'm surprised. No. No comment. No comment. Second, there is that, yes, the anti-vaccination. People don't want to be vaccinated because they are frightened of what may happen. They just see this article, they don't read it, they read the headlines. And they make their minds without even reading. Some of the fake news are already very obvious. You just have to click the link and you will see if there is reliable information, valuable or factual in the body. Some of them do not have the effort of putting that. They only put the effort of the visuals, which already fools the naked eye at first glance, but it fools them enough to not want to read the content. So those are my thoughts on the spread of fake news. I hope we all get safe. I hope we all be well prepared. And we learn to fact check. We learn to correct mistakes regarding the false news, and we consider the source. And when we encounter false information, I hope we control this message. This is beneficial for not only me, for not only many people, but for everyone, because information is very valuable for the human person. That's all for today, this video. Thank you.